Yo, what's up, man? What up with it, man? Yeah, I jump up in here, man, just tapping in with y'all. It's been a while, you know. I want y'all to hit the like button on your way in or on your way out, like, share, and subscribe. The Big IV, Big Four by the people for the people. Tapping in real quick little conversation. You know what I'm saying? Anybody want to hit me up, pick up the email, ivtherealonly@gmail.com, business inquiries, feedback, things of that nature. Ivy the Real Only, that's all lowercase. Follow me on IG and TikTok at Ivy the Real Only at all lowercase as well. Once again, like, share, and subscribe. Big IV, Big Four by the people for the people. Anybody want to support the channel, it's Dash at JDARMS. Hopefully y'all can hear me good. But like I said, I ain't coming here for long, but I am gonna drop the link to anybody just in case somebody want to partake in the conversation or whatever. Or you could partake from the comments. But yeah, man, I came in here. As you can see, the title of the video is, and it will be a thumbnail for this one too. But the title of the video is what? What are I called? Yeah, the cost of you being yourself. You know what I'm saying? My reaction to the Amanda Seales interview on Club Shay. Um, this interview was about 9 or 10 days ago, so I'm kind of late, but I figure everybody was jumping on it, and I didn't see it right away, but I have checked it out. I checked it out. What was this? Friday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. I had a chance to check out the interview. There's still a little bit that I have to see. So it's a 3 hour interview, and I saw the full second half. And when it comes to the first hour and a half, I probably saw anywhere from 40 to 50% of it. And this is another good interview for Shannon Sharp, and that's being talked about. But she's coming under a lot of fire, a lot of people supporting her, a lot of people talking out, speaking out against her. I am here to say I'm on her side and I ain't on her side so far. And I do have some more research to do. But I perfectly understand what she's going through. I perfectly understand who she is because in a lot of ways that's who I am. So I can perfectly understand what she's going through. And but at the same time, in following up and seeing other content on YouTube and hearing about other things, I'm starting to hear a lot of things that are concerning to me. Like I heard that she accused someone of sexual assault and admitted that she lied about it, and certain things that make me start to look at you as a person, uh, you know, and reevaluate you. Now, let me first say, I've known who Amanda Diva was for a long time. I kind of followed her a little bit. One of my favorite shows growing up, a lot of you that might be in my age group, you probably remember a show called My Brother and Me that used to be on Nickelodeon back in the day. It only had one season, but she played a role in that movie, as she stated, and Cop in the Half with Burt Reynolds. She had a role in that movie. But that was one of my favorite shows. She played a character by the name of Dion, that was the friend of the sister in that show. Good show. Check that out if you never did. They got it on YouTube too. So anyway, she went by the stage name Amanda Diva at the time. So throughout the years, I would see her here and there, and then caught up with her years later. For some reason, years ago, I seen one of those "Where Are They Now" posts on the internet, and it kind of explained about the show, why it ended, and they had beef over the direction of the show. Like she said, they were looking for it to be like, "Hey, Boston, this is cooned up," and that's the direction they wanted to go in with the show. But some people wanted to keep it the way it was. So anyway, where are they now? So it's going through the characters, um, saying what are they up to, what are they doing, blah blah blah. So I see her on there. So anyway, I And then she had been on Death Poetry Jam also. So I ended up following her. This was like the MySpace days. So she would have been probably in her 20s at the time, older than me, but she was about 3, 4 years older than me. So she was been probably about her 20s at the time. So how she jumps on my radar is if you remember the R&B group Floetry, they put out about I think 1 or 2 albums or so, and they Floetry broke up. One of the members left, and the other member recruited Amanda Diva or Amanda Seales as the replacement member of Floetry. Uh, and then she put out a couple releases, like mixtape type joints. All right, she did all right too. Like I didn't know she had some musical talent, but it was called Spandex Rhymes and Soul Life Experience, like a couple little projects she put out. But that thing was over before it can even start. The only thing I remember there being was she got announced as being a member of Floetry, and then there were a few shows or whatever, and then as quickly as it began, it stopped. And I always wondered what exactly happened with Floetry. I don't when with her their replacement with her and Floetry, but I don't know if she's covered that, but I never knew what was it about. But I remember thinking maybe they didn't get along or something like that. Napoleon salute. So fast forward since then, I kind of not been tapped in with her. That was all the way in the MySpace days. I follow her on social media, but I'm not really tapped in with her. I see she has become like a lightning rod of controversy, but still not tapped in with her. I see she posts things on IG, TikTok. I still don't really tap in with her. So, um, I see this club Shay thing, so I decided to watch it. Yeah, I think it was Thursday at work. So I started watch Thursday or Friday. I started watching the first half. I saw like half of the first half, and I saw like half of the second half. And like I said, I want to do more research because I'm hearing some other stuff about her. But I kind of understood where she was coming from, and I think she has some serious similar characteristics that I got. But anyway, like just about some of the parts of the internet, like I agree with Shannon on certain things. Like but I understood where she was coming from. That's gonna be the theme of it. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, people in general need to understand where other people coming from. They need to understand other people. People don't even try to understand people. Um Society, they create like this little box, and that box is considered to be normal. Like what this is normal, and you have to fit within here. They want you to fit within here. You know, without trying to understand the person, just fit in this box. You know, so I'm people need to do that anyway. So when I understood perfectly where it's coming from, so when she speaks about the teacher, her correcting the teacher and saying the teacher was racist. Now Shannon Sharp does always try to play devil's advocate on that show. He always tries to um devil's advocate uh do damage control, especially when folks of a certain skin complexion are being spoken about, or people that of a certain community are being spoke about. It's like damage control. Like he'll try to clean it up or give benefit of the doubt. Not and like they say, that thing is good. That's good for dialogue. It can create more dialogue or whatever. But she's saying the lady is racist. In Shannon's defense, yeah, I do understand that. Like an adult, how I was raised, I can't stand to see that now. Like, get your motherfucking kid. I don't give a fuck what age they is. As a child, you don't question no adult. You don't get in no adult business. You don't talk smart to an adult. You don't argue with no adult. You don't talk. You just don't do that. So I can understand that. I can understand where he was coming from. Even though I think he just scary when it comes to race. He played damage control immediately. You know what I'm saying? So but I can understand where he's coming from, and that is a possibility. But where I sided with her is that though she probably was wrong for doing that to an adult, and she was right about what she spoke about, um, I can understand why she got defensive. She got pretty defensive at him because he questioned her, and he provided other examples. And it's like, as an honest person, like you can be very much. That is so frustrating for somebody to negate your life experience or what you went through. They wasn't there. They didn't experience it. Yet you're trying to tell me it didn't happen. So you got to be careful when you do that. You got to word it right. In his defense, I feel like he worded it right, but he still put enough on it to made it like he said, "Oh, could it have been this?" That's the correct way to word it. But but you don't. And the same token, he took a stance. He didn't just ask that question. This is where people interview and they do the wrong thing. They get too personally involved in the interview. You're never supposed to be personally involved. It's not about what you think or how you feel. And they taught us that in school. So he was supposed to just ask that question and let it go. But he did seem like, no, well, it could have been not. That's the wrong thing. And then that is frustrating to the person who experienced it. It's no different from how these women might have been sexually assaulted or raped, and then we question that off the bat. We got a right to question it. We don't have to just run with what you say. We got a right to know why you feel that way or ask for proof or anything else, but it's still frustrating as hell to the person who went through it. Now, this is going to be mixed with a little bit of my experience. Like, for example, like I used to work at a hotel with this, and it was like a lady. I was doing security up there. She did security too. So, um, like when we would have conversations about stuff, I would tell her things, and that was her way as well. But she didn't word it like that. Even if she didn't word it like that, it would be frustrating because it's like, oh, well, how you know? Maybe there's this and I'm like, what did I just tell you? And then what was so frustrating about it was she knew me. For as much conversations as we had, she knew who I was. This is why I say, y'all might have heard me say, can't nobody get in my head. Nobody's never gotten in my head. You can tell me what you want to tell me, but I'm still going to see it for myself. And I've never had to see it for myself because anytime somebody ever told me something, I already was watching it anyway. So I'm just like, oh, okay. But I already saw it. I'm not someone who's confused or can't see what's in front of me. I'm very tuned in. My whole life since a child, I've been very observant, been playing dumb around adults when they thought I didn't know what was going on or didn't understand what was going on. I'm very tuned in and I'm very observant and I overstand stuff. But I also have a problem with the benefit of the doubt, which she would go on later, this woman, to agree with me and say, you be knowing, you just don't listen to yourself. Yeah, but you should have known that before you was questioning me. Now, what I do if I see something in somebody, this is how I get the benefit of the doubt. I sit there and I say, okay, I saw that that don't look good, and I don't know everything, but to my credit, I've never been wrong my whole life. So I'll sit there and I'll say, okay, that don't look right. Well, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that, and then I'll sit and I'll observe and look for similar types of behavior, similar in other situations or scenarios, and just I just start something clicks in me and say, okay, that was funny. Watch this person because they might do something like that with you. So there's a lengthy process to me observing and watching this person. I don't just judge and jump to conclusions. So when you see me standing on something and saying something and speaking about something or checking somebody, this ain't just out of nowhere. This is I've sat and watched you for a while, and I know undoubtedly, beyond a shadow of doubt, what the fuck I'm talking about when I'm saying this right here. So when you do that, now he doesn't know if she's done that, if she's had that long of a process, Clearly, she ain't labeling this lady racist for nothing. She might have been watching it. She might have called her a nigger before. You never know what could happen. So for you to even say that, even though you don't mean nothing by it, is incredibly frustrating to the person that went through it. So imagine if I'm talking to this lady about something and she's doing that, that's frustrating to me because you don't know, but in her case, she knows from talking to me, and I told her, like, nah, this ain't just one thing. This has been a couple months now. He been doing stuff like this, and he did this, and he did this, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So just understand that's frustrating if hell for somebody to talk as if they know what's going on. For whatever reason, they're trying to defend someone else or whatever. So I can understand that's why she got defensive. She did get defensive, and it's probably because a lot of times she's been dismissed, or like I said, she's her experiences have been, negated, or like that. That was her reaction was due to that. I can tell. Now, yeah, she a little catty. She a little fiery. You know what I'm saying? She a little catty. Is definitely some anger issue there. She's definitely argumentative and combative. So this is why at the same time I'm making a case for her, I can't fully make a case for her because she's showing things that could make you come off as being not likable. Then around this whole thing, there's been this saying of, oh, if it's always you always into somebody, you always into somebody, it got to be you, not necessarily. And my observation of this female is very intelligent. Uh, that can breed jealousy, or it can be you just thinking you smarter than everybody and making them feel like you. So it can go either way. But the girl is very intelligent. She's also very honest and real and raw and stand on business. If she feel a certain way, she gonna tell you. She got something to say, she gonna say it. And I noticed that about her. Now, one thing I know from being that same individual, I don't care if it's friendships, relationships, in a professional setting, when you are like that in your life, it's a cost that comes with that. And it's the road less traveled. You're going to be on your own. You're going to fight these wars and these battles with these people for being yourself. Your everyday get up is a battle and a fight when you're yourself, when you don't operate within what we talked about earlier, within that box. If you're in that box, you're considered normal and likable. And what that really translates into is, are you what we want you to be? Even if it's a fake smile when I come around. Put me on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? If I seem like I want my ass, kiss my ass. Do whatever you got to do to get along with me and make me happy. This is what you have to do in order to be successful in this world, to be liked and everything. Don't go your own way. Don't speak your mind. Dress how we dress. Talk how we talk. Act how we act. Join this clique. If you don't do any of these things and you go your own way, you will be victimized. You will be made to look like the bad guy or the victim. I mean, you will be made to look like the bad guy. You will come on, man. You will be made to look like the bad guy. You will be uh, definitely attacked in life and professional settings, painted a certain type of way. All types of stuff comes along with that. So it is a fight you have to fight. There is a cause to being yourself. So I understand perfectly what she's going through by the things that I saw in her personality. Now that don't mean be argumentative. That don't mean be nasty and evil to other people. But don't do it purposely. Don't try to maliciously hurt people and be nasty to people. You know, um, people have to have, and I believe personally, people have to accept some type of responsibility and have some culpability, and they have to have responsibility for how they interpret things and how they take things and how things make them feel. uh, I have a right to feel however I want to feel about something, and I have a right to state that as long as I'm not attacking you. My intentions ain't to attack you or hurt you. I can't help how you choose to interpret it though. And is it fair that I don't get to be me and I don't get to I have to have a muzzle of me on me and I can't express myself because you're gonna take it a certain type of way. Even though I'm not talking to you, you just feel attacked because you feel like it's a mirror in front of you. So but there are people out there who are condescending to people who do try to attack people, who do try to do things like that. This is the it's like a it's a weird thing. So with Amanda Diva, I understand. Well, Amanda feels this is what she's going through right now. But like I said, I got some more research to do. She might be contributing to it a little bit. In my case, I ain't contributing to it. So, like for example, I've been man. Oh man. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna run through this quick as I can. My natural way as a person when I was a kid, like I said, I was very observant, watching everything, paying attention to everything, listening to everything. Woo, woo. I don't know what it was with me. I'm not trying to brag, but just like coming up in school, I was used to pretty much being the smartest in the class. If I had any interest in everything, I was the best in it. So I was always like that, but I was always humble, you know what I'm saying? Mother, I remember Bugle Boy. My mom sent me with Bugle Boy. Had all the Bugle Boy. I don't know what it was, but as a kid, other kids a lot of times didn't. I had friends, yeah, of course, but there was a lot of kids that just didn't like me, and I don't know why. I never said nothing bad to them. Didn't even talk a lot. They just didn't like me. They'll find a reason, but I knew and then talking to my mother, like I knew it was probably jealousy. Like this motherfucker always win everything, or he always got his hand up first. He always the smartest one. He always this and then you know what I'm saying. So it seemed to be resentment because of that. I might get a new outfit, a pair of sneakers. Motherfucker, you sitting there eyeing you. You swear you all that? What I swear I'm all that? This guy got a pair of shoes. Man, like so it was just always little stuff like that from a young age. Then when I got older, things like that continued, of course. And that was probably around the age where I started to wonder, like, damn, what is it about me that really get under these people's skin? Now, my personality then ain't what my personality is now. So, like I said, I'm still just to myself, quiet and humble. I got my little friends, I ain't all the way quiet, like 50%. You know what I'm saying? I've never at any point felt the need to just be talking, just be talking. So, like I remember getting in some trouble when I was a kid or whatever, and man, like going through a court system as a juvenile, and you got to sit there and hear people lie on you and hear what people thought about you and everything else. Like it was like, man, like I know that's not me. What y'all saying? And I don't even know where you got that observation from because I never did anything to make you have that opinion. Uh, you know, so and I'm quiet most of the time, so you ain't even got enough information to go off of. This is just literally what you feel. So I'm guessing I'm knowing at that time from a very young age. I guess I'm not fitting in this box. Never did. Never tried to be down. Never tried to, be with nothing. I always was me. So it kind of jaded me. Amanda Seales is jaded. I could tell she jaded. I was jaded at a very young age, and I broke out of it. I could tell she's jaded now. She's jaded by the way people handle her for being her. But she does seem like she stepping on some toes. I know I wouldn't step on the toes. So anyway, because of how people, I'm like, if people can look at you like this and knowing that it ain't me, why try to appeal to them? Why try to make them like you? Why try to be down? Why try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they gonna see what they want to see anyway. That jaded me to the point where going through high school, I was a little more withdrawn Person had to really go out their way to show me they was a good person for me to be friends with them. Because after that fiasco, when I was like 13 with that whole court case, it wasn't nobody shit to me after that. Nobody was shit to me. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. You better show me. I gotta see quickly that what type of person you is. If I don't see, don't let me see a bad quality in you before I see a good quality, because I would have automatically judged you and just said you ain't shit, which is wrong to do. Because everybody got good quality and everybody got bad quality. So I just stuck with the people who I saw overtly like, okay, there's good people. That's why I stuck with. Everybody else shut down. So hey, what's up, man? Oh, all right, yeah. I ain't got no time for you, no dialogue, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I went through high school like that. Just a select few. Same thing with college. My select few people, the rest of them. So during that time, which I can say probably covers my high school years, I would say from 14 and up. Yeah, I definitely, like I said, I looked at people a certain type of way. But in the midst of that, I built myself and I became strong. You know what I'm saying? Because it gave me more time to analyze people around me. So here where people may think I'm cocky, but I know it's not. I'm just being me. And I'm glad I ended up thinking like this because it saved me from a lot of stuff. So I'm started sitting around Digital Dre, what up? So I'm sitting around like, remember I said the world of nobody. So I'm sitting around like, who is these motherfuckers to follow? Because I'm understanding on a whole nother level. So I'm like, this person is stressing themselves and killing themselves to try to appeal to these people, and they still ain't accepting them like they want to be accepted. Damn, this motherfucker, as soon as they leave out, they trashing this motherfucker. So I'm seeing so much stuff, and I'm becoming glad to not be associated with the vast majority of people. I'm becoming happy to not be on a part of the in crowd. I'm not ain't missing nothing. So I'm looking, I'm like, who are these motherfuckers? And it went from to a lot of things. So the bad thing about it, I did in that moment, I was building me, but I did kind of started to look down on other people, but I never talked to them down. I never acted a certain way towards them. I still treated them with respect when I did encounter them. But I started to, that's how I got over fear of embarrassment. You can't embarrass me because I don't care what nobody thinks. And that's the key ingredient, embarrassment. You care what everybody thinks, somebody can humiliate you. You can't humiliate me. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know what I'm saying? Grown man time, you know what I'm saying? You can't humiliate me. You know, fuck you and everybody else who you got something to say to it, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say if I was eating out the garbage can right now. So I was digging the garbage can, oh, half a donut. And you go and say, man, this nigga ate a half donut. You goddamn right I ate a half donut. I'm about to go see if there's another half in there right now. That's exactly my response. And anybody know me, I tell you that's how I rock. So it's like you can't humiliate me, brother. You know, so that I became to where I didn't care what nobody thought, nobody did, but it helped me because it was like a superpower. It helped me do other stuff and go outside myself because I wasn't worried about what nobody was thinking. So, but I realized in the end, this whole thing started off as an experiment and it became a way of life. I that I realized in the end it didn't matter because here's the kicker. When I was quiet, when I was withdrawn, when I wasn't saying nothing to nobody, a plus to that was like, okay, whatever people didn't like me for in my youngest years coming up, they can't not like me now. They can't have a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? They can't have nothing against me because I'm not even talking to them. So how can I offend them or make them mad or hurt anybody if I don't even say nothing? You know what I'm saying? How can I cross somebody if I'm just minding my business? I learned throughout that journey. I ain't gonna say quickly, but I learned it quickly, but I've seen it play out a million times. When you don't give people a reason to have a problem with you, they create one. It's a problem because you're not in this box. Yeah, you ain't talking and you ain't offending us. But what up, yeah, yeah? You ain't talking or offending us, but this box says you should be talking. So we want you to be talking to us. But really, what you want is for me to open my mouth, and so you can possibly pick up on a flaw that you can talk about me. But being that you can't, I'm not giving you that. You like, okay, he's strange because he don't talk. So now you got something anyway. Oh, he weird. Oh, he's a serial killer. He might be crazy. People seek to label you and put you in the box for not if you won't be within a box. So I understand perfectly what she's going through. You know what I'm saying? So now fast forward, I'll realize it was wrong of me to put my life on hold because I could have had more relationships or been better relationships, more and better friends, could have made more connections. I shouldn't have become so jaded to where I felt like maybe it was something wrong with me when I knew I wasn't doing nothing. That benefit of the doubt once again. I knew I wasn't doing. I shouldn't have made myself feel like that was the way to go, to just withdraw and you won't be able to offend anyone. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have done that. So, but I still kept that part of me that says, okay, the vast majority of these motherfuckers want you to be up in here, and they gonna do me a certain kind of way from not being in here anyway. And I don't need all of you, so I can keep not talking, but I'm still gonna I communicate and speak more to people. I've opened back up to more how I was in my younger years, but I still don't need all of you. I don't need everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be careful and peep now. You know what I'm saying? Because I know everybody ain't. You know what I'm saying? So that's my personal story. So yeah, basically, shit, I, that what I just heard about her, which made me make this video, that she accused. I don't know, but they said she's accused someone of sexual assault or something. Not against her, but just accused them of it and admitted that she was lying. So I'm like, that's a hell of a thing to do. Um, being catty and argumentative, it's definitely some anger in her. That can make you not likable. You know what I'm saying? So you can't contribute to it at the same time. So that's how I feel. I feel like it's a 50-50 thing with it with Miss Amanda Seales. I feel like because of her realness and her rawness and her honesty, which I became along the way, either I'm gonna be quiet or when I'm talking, I'm gonna be telling the real. I'm gonna be telling the truth. People don't like that. That's who I evolved into. Who I when I all them years I was quiet. When I did open my mouth, um, I mean, my people used to say, "Oh, when you speak, you be outspoken." You know what I'm saying? Like you tell the real, you be outspoken when you do speak, but you barely heard because you don't talk much. You know what I'm saying? So when I do open my mouth, it's gonna be some shit. So that's just who I am. So I know, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and she has to figure. She should have known forever it was a cause to that, and it's up to her now. So she complaining, talking about, oh, I think people don't mess with me with you. You know they don't mess with you. Do this. You know they don't mess with you. Yo, yo, yo. You know they don't. You know they gonna mess with you. So it's gonna come to the point where it's being you good enough for you. Do you how well do you want to be liked? How well do you want to be accepted? Do you want that money that bad, or are you gonna do like you doing now? You doing your comedy, you touring, you eating off your own muscle. Yeah, you get a job thrown here in your way, and they trying to take that from you. They trying to blackball you. She is blackballed in the sense because if you Amanda Seales has done a lot of stuff multi-talented, music, poetry, spoken word, acting. She's done a lot of stuff, bro. Radio, and she should be a bigger name than she is. But it's something. It is a blackball. Somebody suppressing her because she won't play the game because she won't. She don't fit up in here. So she has to decide now. Seem like she might be breaking a little bit. Um, are you willing to give up who you are for that? Right now, you seem like you eating off the land. You doing a comedy tour. You got your own podcast. You earning off of that. Is that good enough for you, or do you want bigger status, bigger fame, and fortune? Because I guarantee you, if she thinks she's not happy now, because don't nobody rock with her, when she has to give up who she is, she gonna be even less happy. Um, then I was watching Joe Budden react to it, and they were saying like it's her responsibility to correct the image that's been placed upon her, whether it's real or not. And that's true, but it ain't true. That responsibility has is forced on her. The image that's been placed on her may or may not be real, but it's definitely based off of how other people feel about who she is as a person, whether or not that's actually true. Why is it my responsibility to correct your insecurity? But I'm forced to correct it because of society, and the only way to correct it is to what? Kiss ass and to get within here. So basically, if being you, you automatically on the outskirts. You got to get that up. You got to come right here, and that's what they saying. I don't know. Oh, the interview was about a whole bunch of stuff. Like the interview was about a whole bunch of stuff. The interview, um, they saying it started because she, like all the black media publications don't really rock with her. She complained that they don't really rock with her like that. She done this and that, and they just don't never invite her to stuff. So she goes in the interview and she just starts to explain like all the stuff that she went through, and she kind of got attacked. It was like 50-50. A lot of people showed support. A lot of people attacked her, but everybody, more people are attacking her now because she was critical of Shannon Sharp after the interview. So if I could say now, the tide is more negative reaction. So it seemed like it backfired and it worked against her and made things even worse. Because it seemed like now it's more people, more negative feedback than it was in the beginning. So I didn't. I saw the interview late anyway. I seen it like Thursday or Friday, and I been was going to make this video, but I was just waiting for everybody to say whatever they little thing they had to say and all the little reactions. But I watched it out. Like I said, it's 3 hours long. It's a good interview, and this one of the smartest women you gonna hear open her mouth. You know what I'm saying? She just got some issues. Well, we all got some issues, but she got some issues. Um, I watched the whole second half of it, and I probably, like I said, I probably watched like 40-50% of the first half. But now it's piquing my interest and making me want to follow up because I'm looking at comments and how people feel about her. And my way is to go see for myself. But I'm seeing people say things like, oh, she hates black men. She like this. She accused somebody, falsely accused somebody of sexual assault and all this and that. So I'm like, hmm. So I'm telling you, the vast majority of the negative comments that's against her is just people that can't handle the fact that she honest and she raw and she speak her mind and she say what she want to say. So they intimidated by that. This kind of thing bring intimidation, and people be intimidated, and it's up to you whether you want to be like that bad to give up your who you are. That's who she is. So the vast majority of them just intimidated by that, but they admire it too. And I had another friend. They probably used to like the fact that I was straightforward and stand up and wouldn't let nobody do me any kind of way. I check them. Somebody do something, I'm checking. They like that. They even like it if I do it in their defense, because in certain cases I probably was friends with people that couldn't stand up for their own damn stuff. So I stood up when they liked that. But they wanted to be exempt from it. They would do some shit to me, and then they get mad at me because I'm like, no, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna tell you too about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So the vast majority of them is just intimidated. So they admire it. They admire it, confused admiration. They admire it, but at the same time, they resent her for it. You know, so the vast majority of people just intimidated. And then when you got that level of intelligence, a lot of times people, yeah. So it's probably a little bit of jealousy there, and it's a little mixture of her own shit too. That's what it's looking like. So that's my next phase. What all have you done? What have you been saying on this platform? Because you have been for some years now a lightning rod for controversy. That's what I'm trying to figure out. what you know what I'm saying? Delve more into that. Open my mouth till I know I have analyzed things correctly. Yeah, I don't just jump to conclusions. That's why I said can't nobody get in my ear because I already be unknown, and then I'm not gonna move on nothing until I know unequivocally what I'm talking about and what I've been seeing is the truth and is real. So anyway, yeah. So go check out that interview, man. You know, that's all I came on here for. Tapping about that. But what y'all been up to though, man? Oh shit, let me make sure this motherfucking fucking hell no. Might be a little noisy. I ain't got the mic, but we're just gonna be in here for a second. I gotta watch these guys. Yeah, man. All I got today is fruits and veggies. I started my health journey back. I got my lemon water, my gallons of water. I found somebody had some oh yeah, happy birthday. Found somebody had some oh okay, congratulations. I found somebody was selling some postage stamps. So basically that was the next phase I was talking about. So I put down the beef and the pork. So you know, I got a meat plan. I don't know if y'all do meat plans, but I never had turkey chops, but it came with basically turkey and fish, turkey chops, ground turkey, turkey wings, chicken breast, and I had some fish fillets and some shrimp. So that's the start. Toss off that beef and pork already quick with all the sodas and juices and all that. Eating this stuff off. So I don't got no meat products. Pause. I got me some oranges and grapes and pineapple, carrot, baby carrots. I mean some collard greens, egg whites, smoothies, all kind of shit. Hmm. Yeah, man, time be fun. I ain't going vegan. I went vegetarian for 11 months before. This time I think I'm gonna just keep like fish. It's hard though. That day one is a mother. Yep. Oh damn. My bad. Yeah, that day one is a motherfucker. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that stuff, man. I got to figure out. So I guess if the chef folk gonna be some healthy stuff, you're gonna see a lot of turkey. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that damn stuff. Turkey chops. I ain't never even had it. Hmm. Yeah, man. I'm about to unsubscribe these damn food stations. These people that be cooking, I don't even want to see the shit. Especially old schools here. He post too much anyway. Get you off my shit. But it's this one dude that makes. Remember we talking about the hot dog cart, man. This dude be making a killing up in Jersey. Man, that man, he's making so much money. He go in there for 30 minutes and he make them joints so fast, and I'm like, he making a killing, bro. But I don't want to see none of that shit, man. There's some red beans and rice at the house, man. Might as well throw that out. I really don't want to eat. No, I might eat some though, but I really don't want to eat no. I didn't. I can still eat. Right, I ain't fade rice yet. I faded juicy and soda and stuff. You know. Um, I faded that. Jailhouse workout. No Brad. Well, Brad, I gotta call Brad. See what Brad up to. I'm surprised he probably popped in here. He might be in here. Yeah, man. I just been chilling. Yeah, I'm gonna start. I got a gym membership at Planet Fitness. I've been having that joint for a long time, but I'm gonna go out and start moving around too. I want to go. I think I'm gonna go to like Colonial Park. I'm gonna go like where they got like them little what they call them trails, where it be like you walk around the park. It'd be like a certain amount of miles. You know what I'm saying? Start just walking around that joint. That's how you start slow, moving everything slow. Just start walking around there. Then start power walking around that joint. Then start jogging. But I ain't even gonna get my mind on that. I'm just gonna one day at a time. But yeah, I found me some postage stamps. Javan, what up? Oh yeah, I came on there during it, like early on, and then I fell asleep like right away. And when I woke up, it was still going, and I Chuck put the fist up, and I dozed off briefly again. And when I woke up, they was arguing. Oh, Timothy Johnson. Timothy Johnson don't let nobody. You remember that night on AT and Tim Live when him and Cuddy was arguing? Uh, and then Mob jumped on. He started arguing with Mob because he used to argue with Mercy. He wouldn't even let his wife argue with Mercy. He kept pushing her out the chair like, hey, let me get over here. Let me get over. Timothy Johnson, he started talking. He don't let nobody talk. He don't let nobody talk. Nature preserve with trails. Yeah, they got him in Colonial Park too. I'm gonna start going over there. Yeah, Samara is Timothy Johnson's wife, but that was a AT and Tim ain't never put it back up. That was a legendary live because that was the first night everybody seen me. That was my first night because I jumped on there. I got mad with Cuddy, but when Timothy Johnson came on there, man, yeah, that's why he was mad at come. He probably been mad at him, and why I feel like he wanted to do that anyway. He just found a reason. Yeah, Cuddy. He said, "Woo!" or something. He said, "Yeah, that was a funny ass night." That's been yeah, it's been like a year now, man. I want to say that was in April or May. No, you can't no more. Mommy said they covered it up. They whatever they did, they stopped people from getting it. Yeah, he wouldn't let him. He was like asking him a question, but he wouldn't let him answer it. I mean, that joint was funny. I knew as much stuff as I have screen recorded. I don't know why I didn't screen record that. I don't know why I didn't screen record it. Yeah, they stopped that a long time ago. And Cuddy, then Cuddy cut the whole live off. Hmm. Yep, that was some good water. Kung Fu Fanta. Timothy Johnson called them by mistake Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, Kendrick put out that Euphoria, and then Drake put out another one, and Kendrick put out two, and I think it's some more, even more out now. I don't even want to hear it. It's going downhill now anyway. So they about to drag it out, make do it. You know what I'm saying? They doing too much. A good rap battle is a few little disses back and forth a piece. Let it go now. You know what I'm saying? And Drake already lost. He lost. You know what I'm saying? I can't even battle nobody who anyway who I ain't battling. I ain't even battling you. I'm battling some ghostwriters. You know what I'm saying? So you can't essentially you can't beat me with something that somebody else wrote. You beat me. Hmm. I knew it was gonna be like a situation though because I'm looking at it because when I woke back up, it was like just before they started arguing, and they talking about mercy. So I'm like, okay, I knew it was gonna be an argument because I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, this mercy homeboy, like everybody up here cool with mercy. and he talking down on her. So I already knew. I said, okay, this is gonna be an argument. I see Game trying to get his ass in it. Talking about, oh, let a rapper diss me. I'm gonna show you. I'm like, man, shut up. You just trying to inject yourself. He's so fucking corny. He turned out to be such a cornball to me. The Game, like, man, shut up, bro. You be trying to put yourself in stuff. Something told me he was gonna try to intervene somehow. Yeah, it's corny. Everybody just want to get in it now. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It done dragged out too long. Right. And everybody come like I didn't even but yeah, the old 20,000 bars and all that. I don't think he was making all them 5,000 bars, 10,000. When he was making all of them, I don't care how many bars you rap. I wasn't hearing you really saying nothing monumental. Oh yeah, and then Banks was 50. They was just saying the same stuff. I'm like, no, they side or both ends of the spectrum when he was beefing with G Unit. To me, wasn't nobody really saying nothing. That beef was corny. That beef with who was that? 50 Cent and Cameron was corny. All right, well to me, I'll tell you one thing though, Game backed up off Joe Budden real quick. He was scared of that. He got some flames shot at his ass. He backed up real quick. See, that was when he was first like I think that was like before his album came out. And he was trying to beef with everybody, Bleak and everybody. Bleak, he could get that off with Bleak, but he tried Joe Budden. I forgot what Joe Budden response to him was. He baked his ass. He sat right down. Right. Nobody care. Like man, he need to. He do too much for attention. If you look at the game, like for one thing, he done got some top from that trans stripper years ago. He thought people forgot about that. I'm surprised nobody bring it up. And flipped out in the strip club when he found out it was a trans. Then he uh he done went and put a butterfly in his face. He done so much goofy stuff. If you look at his whole resume, he done a lot of goofy stuff. He played himself. I like this music, but I don't really fuck. I left him alone a long time ago. I don't know, man. I ain't even been keeping up with it the past few songs. Last thing I heard them, I wasn't that impressed with the that Euphoria. That was cool. That other stuff I wasn't as impressed with. I remember Game was supposed to be the man, bro. He jumped out the nest too quick. hmm Really and truly, his only hit singles. He never had no hit singles outside of 50. And all them singles he had, 50, they was 50 beats and hooks, except for Dreams. I think that was 50 beats, but the hook was built in on that. And then, but that what's that Hated to Love It, that was 50. That's his hook and his beat. Then he tried. He jumped. They tried to leave Dre. Messed up everything. They put you with them for a reason. Cause they was about to let it. They was about to drop him. They was about to let him go because he couldn't cut the mustard. You know what I'm saying? He thought he made it. He like, yeah, I don't went. I just so what he sold like 4 or 5 million. And the documentary, like, oh, I done sold. Uh, yeah, 50 wrote a lot of that stuff. All the hit singles he wrote it. This is how we do that with 52 tripping. See, you don't never do that on your first album. You wait till the second one come out, and that's when you solidify. You got to do it again. Once you do it again, you show it ain't no fluke. Then you off to the races. He was supposed to wait at least another album. Yep, that too. How much did he have to pay? You remember? Yeah, he messed up big time. And then every time you turn around, it was something. You know, man, and he still ain't paid. He still ain't paid off yet. Jeez, man, it's a lot of money. But I would think he would have some pretty decent royalties coming in. I would have thought that was paid. That's been some years. Man, you shit. Not on that hated to love it and this is how we do. I still be hearing them play on the radio from time to time. I feel like she should be damn near paid off. 7 million though. He had his own sneaker. He had his own there's everything. Yeah, Dream had it, bro. Messed it up. And he then it seemed like the more money he got, the more he wanted to try to act hard and act gangster. Want to fight everybody, kept getting in trouble. Oh, this dude's stupid. Because that probably was about all he was playing with anyway. 'Cause he used to have more money than that, so he probably wasn't playing. But after his career had took such a dive, he probably wasn't playing with about 7 to 10 million. You know what I'm saying? Then to get hit with that, yeah, want to fight everybody. And I remember they put Spider Local on tape. The jumping spot. No, not Spider Loc. What's that one motherfucker? When he beat the dude up on tape, then the dude turned around and sued him. 40 Glock. 40 Glock. Yeah, he had when he was punching Spice. 40 Glock said they really had jumped him, but they only put the angle out at him looking like he was fighting him by himself, but said they had just jumped him. Well, he shouldn't have settled it. He could have got more than that. He settled. You know what I'm saying? I know he could have got more than that. That was on tape. The game was one of the first rap motherfuckers putting everything on the internet. Put everything on the internet. I don't think he that deadly. I think he deadly as far as output. He can write a high volume of diss tracks, but I don't think he that deadly. Like I ain't never heard him write no diss and be like you heard what he just said? I ain't never had that reaction. They call it the onion lollipop. Gilly, yeah, but see, they listen. They consider Drake a weirdo. I mean Kendrick a weirdo anyway. It's a little underground hating. Well, if you look at it, a lot of these people that's on Drake's side is like gangster rappers or like more media mainstream rappers. And I'm noticing a lot of the rappers is like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm noticing stuff like that. Like, why y'all trying to diss? Man, Kendrick, this is it's not even a matter of like Kendrick. This is clearly better to me. It ain't close enough for y'all to be trying to side or act like you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Gilly, they done changed since they got that little money. Him and Wallow, I ain't entertained by him as I used to be. When they got that money, yeah, oh, you know that they got money now. They doing whatever. Gilly got lucky, bro, because Gilly was man. Gilly had been trying to rap forever, and it just was not working. He lucky. Wallow really led him to the money. Wallow got out of jail and helped him get a bag. Gilly, I'm talking about Gilly was rapping forever. Dog. Major Figures used to be dope back in the day, though. Jaguar, right? I don't even believe her. Something wrong with her. Shit. Hmm. Right. I remember one they had one episode when Gilly was trying to diamond test Gilly. I mean Wallow jewelry. He was getting mad as hell. I'm like, cuz, go ahead, man. That ain't for me. Go ahead, cuz. He was serious. That's I like they word play. They put that one little album out. I ain't like that single. Yeah, that sucks. I didn't like that. Yeah, yeah. How you compare them? That's like two totally different eras. No, I think it was more Dre. It was more around 500 degrees, um um Carter era. You can tell though. And I'm gonna do a whole thing about Wayne blowing up anyway. I'm gonna do another little video just like my type. What up? Just like I'm doing this about Amanda Seales. I'm doing another video about Wayne blowing up. You can tell when Wayne. You can listen to when Wayne was getting influenced by Gilly. If you follow Wayne, you know you can hear it. Because on a basic note, Wayne was always Jay Z his favorite rapper. You can hear change from the Black Dot. By the time the Carter came around, it was in full swing. Who is Chubby Jazz? I don't even know who that is. Drake need to sit his ass down. Dang. hmm Well, he said he was writing. I think I think it was a little bit of both because if you listen to you, well, I'm pretty sure I had a simple. I popped that joint. Mm, something. But I remember I remember not only did Wayne flow change, but his slang changed. Like he started saying bull, bull. He started saying his slang switched to more of the East Coast, especially around. I don't know if y'all remember the Squad Up mixtapes. That was like before. This was like between 500 degrees and Carter One. If you listen to them mixtapes with him and the other members of the squad, it sounded like state property. It was like an East Coast style of rap. That's how I can tell they was listening to it. The slang, there was a lot of East Coast slang. The beats they was rapping on was like Dipset, state property. There was like a lot of East Coast beats, and the way the flows was and the delivery, punchline after punchline after punchline. You know what I'm saying? But people be because I remember they was saying like who said it? They got a new video out saying how the East Coast kind of played a role with Ti and Wayne blowing up, and it was interesting to see it because if you remember, Joe Budden said it years ago, and people got mad about it. But when you think about it, and if you really know what was going on during that time, it is true. It was a role that was played because anytime you mix, like I can go back to UGK with Big Pimpin'. It seemed like anytime you mix East Coast and down south, it sell a lot, and that's what I feel like Dipset did. Remember when 50 came first came back out? He came out rapping with an accent. I've seen it with 50, I've seen it with Dipset, and I've seen it with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was basically a down south rapper with a down south accent, rapping like an East Coast dude, and that's what blew him up and made him bigger than ever. Anytime you mix them two, it be it go through the roof. And I think that's the actual formula that I want to see somebody else try, because I want to see what's going to happen. But that's always been a theory of mine. Because Wayne wasn't, I'm going to go ahead and say it now, even though I'm still do the video. Wayne wasn't nationwide. No Limit was more popular all over the country because Master P started off on the West Coast, hitting different coasts. Cash Money was just popular in the South and in the Midwest. You had a little bit of people listening to him on the West Coast, a little bit of people listening to him on the East Coast. But Wayne wasn't popping like that on the East Coast. Um, it was a sequence of events that blew Wayne up. You know how East Coast people is more back then. It's changed now. It was more about lyrics. As long as you can, they feel like you rap, they gonna be behind it. Like so I remember. You remember Wayne? If each one of the albums, each one of them really better. If you look at the videos from each of them albums, like Turk did an interview saying Baby was getting mad at Wayne because Wayne was dressing like the East Coast. But he said Wayne was wearing Timberlands and Rockaware, and they was wearing Reeboks, and so Baby used to get mad. But he was influenced by it, and Jay Z was his favorite rapper. I remember they had this thing on interview on this thing, top such and such MCs in the game on MTV, and they had Wayne on there, and he was like, Jay Z was like number one. He was like, man, I'll be in a group with that dude. That's my favorite rapper. He was like Sean Carter and Dwayne Carter. But I knew before then because when I used to listen to him, I used to say, man, I think because from being a rapper, you can hear stuff. So when I used to listen to him, I used to be like, man, I think he listens to East Coast rappers. And when he said that, I was like, okay, I figured because you can hear it a little bit. Just like in Andre 3000, he said some of his influences was Big Daddy Kane, people like that. You can hear influence. Like I remember I heard ASAP Rocky and them. I'm like, I think they fuck with South music. And then it came out, they was big 3 6 Mafia fans. You could hear it. So I'm hearing this stuff, and then I'm like, okay, as his career progressed, his lyrics started getting better. He dressing different. He wearing more Timberland. He's looking like so. Then, now I remember, and then around this time, remember he's trying to jump ship with Jay Z. So this what blew Wayne up, right? After you can hear a clearly better lyricism on him from 500 Degrees. Then after 500 Degrees, all these squad albums come out. They basically sound like state property. Like they rapping on a lot of state property beats that you can hear it. So I'm like, okay, it looked like it was gonna go somewhere. But then they broke up. So when they broke up, y'all remember what comes next, the drought, stuff like that. This is leading up to the Carter One. So then Carter One comes up, which I feel like is still Wayne's best album. To me, is Carter One. Carter One comes out, he's even more lyrically sharper. But if you remember, one of the singles from that was now this is Dipset in full swing by then. Dipset G and all that. This is so they more popping than him. This is bottom of the map. You remember at the bottom of the map, Wayne says at the end he got the Jay Z sample, best rapper alive since the best rapper retired. And I remember East Coast people that caught everybody's attention when he had that on that song. It wasn't a big hit, but it caught everybody's attention coast to coast because it was a bold proclamation. It was a bold statement to make. So everybody like, yeah, right. Especially because at the time Jay Z was like the top dog. So everybody on the East Coast probably like, okay, Jay Z or Nas. Somebody in the South at the time was probably they wasn't feeling like it was Wayne. They probably was feeling like it was Scarface or something. The West Coast might have been saying, well, everywhere might have been saying Tupac. Some people on the West Coast might have been saying Ice Cube, but you know, it was different people. When he said that, that got East Coast people attention. But it was like, now, during this same period of time, Dipset is popping. Dipset music was not typical East Coast music. It was that, you know, the South, all them beats that when they put that, it goes. If you listen to all they beats, to get that hi hat, that snare, then 808s, that bass. Look at a lot of stuff Dipset was rapping over. It was South music. Y'all ever? I don't know any of y'all was in the South during the Dipset era, but the South fuck with Dipset. They don't fuck with too many New York rappers, but they did when I was in Florida. They messed with Dipset because I used to get the mixtapes and stuff, and they used to be listening. They used to know it too. Oh, in Florida, they go, oh, this right here be Rod. No, this was Santana. They knew Dipset, like they liked it, and I think it was because they was rapping over South Beach. Um, it had something to do with that to me. Uh, and G Unit too, but it seemed like they messed with Dipset a little bit more. Now, Wayne at this time and Ti is doing a lot of songs. Ti doing songs with Jim Jones, Cameron, and everything else. That's what made people over here start liking Ti more. Wayne was about to be in a group with Jewels. I Can't Feel My Face. They put out mixtapes about to come out with an album. Wayne was hanging with Dipset a lot. He was being in New York a lot. He was friends with Santana. That's how Santana ended up teeth falling out, drinking all that syrup. They was drinking all that syrup. So Wayne just said he was the best rapper alive. Everybody laughed at him. But now he on the East Coast. Now the whole East Coast hearing him because he rapping with Cameron and Dipset. So they went from laughing at him to saying, yo, this motherfucker can rap. So now they ain't laughing no more. So then a sequence of, so that's one thing. So now you can't go nationwide. Remember, Wayne was just pretty much big, maybe in the Midwest and definitely in the South. He wasn't big on the East and West Coast. So after this starts happening and his music circulating, he starts building in the West Coast and the East Coast too. Then what happened? Boom. He jumped on a song with Wyclef that was a little hit, had the cream beat too. Then he jumped on Soldier with Destiny Child. Killed it. Body marked up like the subway in Harlem. And then when he did that, that's what sealed the deal on him. Right there. The stage was set. His name was all over the place. Then remember he was about to leave and sign with Jay-Z at the time. So everybody was, even Jay-Z was trying to sign him. Baby, damn near begging to stay. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was watching him at this point. This is right before the Carter 2. Carter 2 drop. He get Fireman, big single. You know what I'm saying? So he do his thing, Carter 2, song with Bobby Valentino. By then he on everybody's song. He on songs with Missy Elliott, everybody. It's set then. Now it's like, okay, so Wayne was a failure. He started to become a failure because Block is Hot was platinum, Lights Out only went gold, 500 Degrees went gold, Carter 1 went gold. Now he does all that what I just mentioned. Carter 2 sells what 1.582 million. So he went up. Now everybody messing with it. East Coast, West Coast. It ain't just the down south and Midwest. Now stage is set. Carter 3. If he can pull this off, you got to call him the best rapper. Who else got this buzz like this, rapping like this on the mainstream. So he come out Carter 3. Nas on there, Jay Z on there. He on there rapping his ass. Big hit singles, Lollipop, and all this. Then all of a sudden, that's when it wasn't just down south. It wasn't just Midwest. That's what they call nation. East, west, north, south. This the best motherfucker alive right here. That's why they started saying it. So, and Joe Budden said it some years back. Like the East Coast, he was saying that like played a role East in Wayne blowing up. That's what he meant. If he wasn't around Dipset, that wouldn't have the whole nation would have it would have just stayed being down south and the Midwest. That association with them that got him heard everywhere. Yeah, yeah, I was paying attention to it. I know how he was, and I was a fan of Wayne. I don't mess with him no more, but I was a big fan of Wayne, so I watched his career, and I didn't know he was gonna blow up as big as he did. But when he started rapping a certain type of way, and I started saying like, that's why when I never doubted Gilly when he said he was writing for him. Because I remember a specific point where I started to say, man, he rapped like motherfuckers from Philly. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I knew when Gilly said it, I'm like, he had to help him. Or at least, I ain't saying he took the paper, like, let me write this for you, but he might have been giving him some pointers, like, look, say this, say that. Because Wayne wasn't running, Wayne had his own type of style. When you go back and listen to the old Cash Money one, he had his own style that was similar to the other artists on Cash Money. They all had their own sound, but Wayne had a totally different sound. And then Wayne started to sound like a lot of bars, like a lot of punchlines and stuff like Double in Time. Yeah, they say I don't know. They say when you drink it, cause you gotta look at it, Mob. You might have drunk it, but they rich, so they drinking it every second. Wayne teeth rotted out. Wayne got them them gold, so we don't know what his teeth. Santino, they said you drink that stuff. They was rich, man. They probably drinking that shit every second. They said that shit rotted his teeth out. That sugar, that sugar in it rotted the teeth out. Man, they showed that motherfucker got out of jail like this. Joel Santana. And I said, what the hell? This man, all this man teeth out. Motherfucker got out looking crazy. He said it's from syrup. Either that or he was hitting that pipe. One or the other. Mm. You know what? What's crazy is that I seen him posting some with them styrofoam cups, and I had that thought in my head that maybe that was what happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. He was doing something. It was either he said it was the syrup rotted his teeth out, and the reason why I believe it, because like he said, our cousin is right here in the front. That's where Santana's was missing. So you gotta figure you drinking it like this. You know what I'm saying? So if it ain't that, it's crack. But I don't understand. But crack going rot the whole grill out. You know what I'm saying? The crack gonna rot every tooth at the same time, and not just two front ones. Yeah, he came out of his whole front four. I think it was the four was missing. I was like, damn. Yeah, because Santana and Wayne were little junkies, both of them. You see when him and Cameron got mad with each other. Cameron was telling it like, "Oh, him and Wayne was drinking all that syrup and popping all them pills. And duh, 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 duh." They was hanging together. Bath tube. What is a bath tube? Then they be putting it. They be putting candy in it too down in Florida. Putting candy in that shit and Hawaiian punch and any kind of juice. Really, they use a lot of different kind of juices. Philly, Philly, they was drinking it straight out the bottle though. They old school. When I used to go to Philly in '07 and '08, they was passing each other the bottles. There'd sit it be groups of them, and they pass it in a circle, like it's a blunt or something. No, they put out a mixtape, but they never put out the official album. It never worked out. Yep, I don't know. Yeah, his whole shit was broke out. Mixed with coke, black tar, and hell no. Who Paul Wall got him? Who said that, Napoleon? Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause Wayne, I can't feel my face. Yeah, and Wayne was a big time powder head, so I ain't I wouldn't put it past Jewels. Probably was doing it too. Hey, what is chiggers or jiggers or chiggers? He probably was fucking with some powder too, Jewel. He probably just ain't want to say it. Because if he was hanging with Wayne, Wayne was specializing in weed, pills, lean, and powder. Yeah, he ain't even crack made DMX even right. He ain't rap good since that. Whatever he was on took his soul. But he was just, I just seen something. He said his he got a bunch of new music. He's gonna just start hitting. He said everybody about to be shot. He could have made it, bro. He was another one could have made it. I liked Jewels back in the day. He had a nice little flow to him. Jiggers like them fizz pills. Yeah. They was taking them too, Louisiana people. That's why I've heard it a couple times from Louisiana. Jiggers, chiggers, something, some type of pills. I don't know what's in them. Man, I'm too scared to try stuff. I'm too scared to try anything. I did try some syrup one time though, but it wasn't mixed with nothing. And I used to go to Philly. Man, Javan, you crazy as hell. Joel Santana was on fire. That's what blew up Dipset was Joel. This is in the gangster music. Nah, I'm just scared. Like, yeah, you OD on it. I'm just scared because first of all, I don't want nothing that's going. See, weed and alcohol affect you enough. I feel like even that one time I tried that, it I didn't like that. It too had you too much in slow motion. I didn't like that. I don't want nothing that's gonna have me hyper. I don't want nothing that's gonna speed my heart. You know what I'm saying? Or make me feel like I'm not. What you mean the song that he dropped? He had the Mr. Postman. He had the song that he wrote for Chris Brown. Run It. He had what he had Clockwork. He had a few hit singles. Mic Check 1 2. Santana's Town. Good Dip Santana Set. Uh, man, if you want to count Dipset, listening to gangster music, he had that. What else he was a part of that was a hit over there? Hey Ma, you know, he did some, he had some moments. Yeah, he had. If you want to count mixtapes, Dipset whole Dipset that double CD they had, a lot of it was him. Like if you think about it, a lot of the moments on there, yeah, he had a lot of stuff, man. He just had a different type of flow, and a lot of people bit that flow. How he used to rap, a lot of people bit that. I heard Vlad, and Vlad wasn't lying. Vlad was like, I remember when Dipset came out, and he was telling Joel Santana, he said, I went to New York. And he was like, it was a whole bunch of little Joel Santanas walking around because everybody they had them bandanas. like he used to wear his bandana on top of his head, and they damn sure was rapping with him. 'Cause there was a few motherfuckers where I'm from, if they ever see this, was trying to rap like him too. Yeah, hell, real cool. Paul. Hell yeah, I don't know where on Javan. Javan, you must have been on another planet. Man, Jewels was smoking hot. Cause in 2002 and '03, besides 50 Cent, the up next hottest young dudes in the game was Lloyd Banks, Joel Santana, and you might can say you kinda can say J Hood, kinda. You know what I'm saying? But he was never quite buzzing like them two. Lloyd Banks and Joel Santana had the biggest buzzes up and coming than anybody. J.R. Ryder. I ain't never was crazy about 40 Cal. No, I just mentioned all three of his singles from his second album. He went platinum. That song that he had with Chris Brown, let me see, you run it, run it. He wrote that whole song. What else he had from the first album? What was his singles? Um, Mic check 1 2 1 2. He had Clockwork. He had these wasn't monster singles, but they was hit singles. They got decent play. He had the Mr. Postman. He went platinum. He said nothing fire that caught the nation. He caught somebody. He went platinum. He caught something. They still play that song with Chris Brown. CB went platinum. Jewel did go platinum. Jewel's second album, What the Game's Been Missing, went platinum. Why you hating on that man? Why you hating on Joel Santana, dog? His teeth might be out now, but I'm saying he was the man at one point. He was doing the thing. The man went platinum. So yeah, I've been thinking of a lot of little rap stuff to talk about. I done shot the Wayne story also, so I guess I ain't gonna tell that one. But I am gonna do one about New York rap falling off, and I want to cover some of the reasons people say that everybody sort of says, and then it's another reason that people barely say. I've only heard it once. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a point when he had like one of the biggest buzzes in the game, like how 50 came out and everybody was basically waiting for Young Buck and Lloyd Banks album. They was waiting on his album the same way. You know what I'm saying? And what messed him up, what messed him up really was that second album he went platinum. They were supposed to capitalize off that album. But Def Jam, this is when Jay Z was the president and L.A. Reid took over, so they became more on the R&B tip. They was more on the R&B tip, and with L.A. Reid, so they kind of shelved them. You don't get a new artist on your label and they go platinum, and then you just don't follow up with nothing. And they held him on Def Jam until his buzz went cold, and then he ventured off and started getting high, and then we did that was it. You know what I'm saying? But they held him on there for years. If I drop an album and they go platinum, you're supposed to have me back the next year on the schedule. You crazy as hell. Well, maybe they y'all wasn't in Ohio. You crazy as hell. Man, yeah, they was waiting for Joel. If you listen to Dipset, you was waiting for Joel. There was a time where you was waiting for Joel Santana album to come out. So his first album, I didn't like it that much. I ain't like it, and I didn't even know it was gonna come out. They put out Joel's Dip, Santana, Set. Then next thing you know, you turned around, the album was out. They didn't hardly promote it. They did it wrong, but he still went gold on that. For real, he did. He ventured off and started into La La Land, and when we seen him again, he was going to jail and he got out and his teeth was out. You know what I'm saying? That's what really. If they hadn't done that, he would have blew up. All they had to do was keep him in the studio and say, "Do the next, work on the next album right now," and they want to hold him. That's when they started putting um around the time, Rihanna had put out her first I don't wanna be a murderer and all that. So they started Rihanna was new, so they started L.A. Reid. They put their focus on 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 him and I mean on her. Who else was it? Tiara Marie at the time, Neo, all them. So they didn't prioritize rap. They put rap on the back burner. That's why a lot of people were disenchanted with them around that time. Jay Z and L.A. Reid. Biggie done, son. Man, you crazy, man. It was the time. I'm telling you. Why you think everybody was so? Why you think everybody was so surprised when Jim Jones blew up? because Jim Jones wasn't supposed to blow up. It was supposed to be Santana. Santana was supposed to be the big star from this set. And then all of a sudden, yeah, I mean, besides him, Jim Jones came out of nowhere. So everybody like, hey, what the hell? Man, you crazy as hell. I don't like 40 cal. I like Hell Rail and J.R. Ryder. Jim Jones, he made better records eventually, not that first album. The first album, the best record he had was Certified Gangster. He made better records, but he wasn't a better rapper. I just felt like a lot of people sound like I felt like 40 Cal sound like a lot of people. He to me he sound like just the typical uh New York nigga that was rapping on a mixtape at the time. 40 Cal to me. Hell Rail was just straight gutter. JR shit, I like JR Ryder. You can't beat that. I don't the most classic to me, JR Ryder should be in there with like the Lock, Mace, like State Property, some of the best radio freestyle. That's just type in when he was rapping on that 50 Cent What Up Gangsta, put JR Ryder 6 minute freestyle. That to me is the shining moment of his career, and that was the first time we heard him. And you know what I'm saying? They put his album on. They didn't really promote his album though. They didn't promote J.R. Ryder like that too. This said fuck that. They didn't promote J.R. Ryder or her. They just threw their albums out there. J.R. Ryder, Dominican, right? Joel, man, Puerto Rican and black. Shit, Lloyd Banks, Puerto Rican and black. J.R. Ryder, to me, had better mixtapes than all of them. He had the best mixtapes. The dips are fire, get your flyers, posters, y'all jokesters like Richard Pryor. Niggas say I ain't a pimp, that prick's a liar. I might drive through the hood in the whip with tire. Bumping a joint, bump for a joint. Fuck. There's so much niggas with rocks that look like a Palestinian fight, but I roll with Arabian night. he did used to kind of, he had a little flow that he used to kind of overdo. To me, it was similarities to Cameron with Joel with J.R. Ryder. He just rapped faster. You know, Cameron doing that slow shit. That's what made me stop messing with him and all that slow. And that Rudy. When he started doing all that, I got tired of him. Then I threw his ass to the side of the road. Then he was up cutting up a mad fruit this morning. Yeah, when he went to doing that Rudy, Tootie shit. Okay, bye. Yeah, he started getting beat up. He done got beat up 3 or 4 times on camera. The last dude he had took the money for the feature and they caught him in Miami and made him go to the studio. That dude said, nigga, don't ever do that again. He said, nigga, trust me, nigga, yeah. He's trying to back like, nah, nigga, you scared. I am working. Don't be hating, dog, and I ain't got to do shit. Don't be, I ain't got to do nothing but look at a couple machines. That's the life. Yeah, nigga mad, y'all. He mad. Look, pause. That didn't look right. Don't be mad, man. I'm in lack of luxury. These some big ass grapes. I forgot what they explode. Yeah, yeah. And they caught him. They caught his Damn. That nigga mad he gotta work. Mm-hmm. Come on, oh nigga, that's why I came out here. Oh, I was just about to hit you up. No, you wasn't. And what he had jerked him out of the money he had been like a year. You know what I'm saying? What? Yep. What kind of orange this is? Don't taste like nothing. Cheap shit. Probably might be a damn GMO orange. Let me see if there's any seeds in here. Don't look like it. Cheap. I'm gonna call your job. Talk to your supervisor. You made it. You know what I'm saying? They can come in this. They jealous of us too. Yeah, them oranges. That orange didn't have no seeds in it. Let me see. We got another piece. This one don't look like it got none of it either. I know this pineapple good as hell. No, you say you want to talk to my supervisor. That's why I said that. Because he don't like that I got it good up here. Oh yeah, you is the supervisor. So I gotta call another shift. I'm the chief. I don't even know if I want no grapes, man. I ain't no grapes in years. I shouldn't even bought them. It's gonna make me throw up. I don't like no food that leave a nasty taste. That's why I don't eat apples no more, because I don't like the taste it leaves. Grapes either. Last time I ate either one of them I eat apples, they gotta be a pie or something. I can't eat it regular. Grapes either. Last time I had both of them, I threw up. It's been years. Now I'm looking like I don't know about them grapes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right. Right. I like pears. Apple, especially grapes. Grape leave like a chalky taste in your mouth. Like you ate a piece of chalk. Yeah, I ain't gonna eat these. scared to eat one. Well, at least I'm having a healthy lunch. Fruit bowl. I'll make me a smoothie when I get to the crib. That kale, pear, and cucumber. That's it. I ain't eating these. Waste of money. I ain't gonna go crazy. Man, that was some good ass pineapple. Who the hell eat an apple straight off the tree? You know you country. You don't rinse your motherfucker off? Damn, some big ass giant grapes. I grabbed them by mistake. Got a big bag, so I'm gonna get them away. I'd rather have the green ones anyway. Big as hell, man. Good. They real at least though, 'cause the bag said they got seeds in them, so that's good. At least they got seeds in them. Now maybe I'll put them in the oh, what smoothie can you put grapes in? I never heard of that. Maybe I'll blend them up or something and drink them so I won't waste. I can't. Apricot. That's what I want. It's the Popeyes across the street, but I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Get the local chicken spot. No meat today, man. Pause. No meat Monday. Maybe tomorrow I eat some fish. Make it in the oven. Mm. Hell yeah, man. Well, it done got me on the battery, so guess I'm getting ready to have to get off here. I got 4%. Let this joint charge up. This is the bullshit from 7-Eleven. That other one charged while I'm on live. StreamYard be killing your battery. Yeah, StreamYard eat up a whole bunch of battery power. Yeah, yeah. Man, shit. All right, digital. Yeah, I'm about to get ready to get us out of here too. Let this joint charge up. Put my little thumbnail on this joint. Get ready to make my new shit video. All right, bro. What game I was watching the other day? I was watching a game this weekend. But yeah, man, let me get. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all later. Talk about how New York hip hop fell off. All right, I'll holler at y'all, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you didn't already. Now would be greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Big IV 64 by people for the people. Ivy the real only on IG and TikTok. So follow me. You know what I'm saying? Ivy the real only at gmail.com. Business inquiries, feedback, thing of that nature. And anybody want to support the channel, dollar sign, capital J, lowercase VARMS. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Thank everybody for dropping by there. Um, yeah, we getting ready to call it a day from now. See y'all later.